It's the Homegrown Rocker on Rocky 99 and Rocky 104.9.
Welcome to the Homegrown Rocker. My name's Jim Price, the professor. And every Sunday night, 9 to 11, it's 2 hours of local and regional bands and artists here on Rocky 104.9 and Rocky 99. Let's get to our conversation. A little bit earlier this week, I had a chance to sit down and speak with Zupe and Dave Nichols, two very prolific songwriters and composers. Let's find out what they've been up to. Let's get reacquainted on the Homegrown Rocker. Rocky 104.9 and Rocky 99's Homegrown Rocker. Our guests are here. Zupe Nichols in the house. Introduce yourselves. You're Zupe.
Hi, Jim. Nice to be here again.
Thanks for having us again, Jim.
Yep, and that's Dave Nichols you just heard the voice of. Talk about the history of your collaboration a little bit for those who aren't familiar with your collaboration thus far.
Well, Dave and I have been working together for, 23, 24 years now, somewhere in that neighborhood. We met a long time ago, and we clicked, and we've been writing ever since, be it commercials or our own projects or actually doing studio work for other people, too.
We met in a country bar, Cal and Dots, Monday nights.
Yeah, out in Johnstown, sure, yeah.
Yep, you guys actually were doing some stuff for a hockey team, as I recall.
We did that in 95, so already we were pretty much connected by then, and that was one of our first bigger production works that we did.
And better paying.
Absolutely. The Johnstown Chiefs, we did a lot of theme music for them that year.
Yep. What is new in the world of Zupe Nichols these days? What are you guys up to at present?
Dave, do you want to take that?
Well, we're still booking some live shows down in Hancock, Maryland for the Arts Council down here beginning next year. And this go-around will be featuring a lot more vocal-oriented material and mixing it up a little bit more than on our outside show that we did this past year.
And our other work that we've already done from our Speechless album is getting some acclaim here and there. Broadjam.com is one of the world's leading independent music sites, and we have been on the charts there for 18 weeks, holding the #1 position in the Chicago blues with our song Rib Joint.
Yeah, and that's been pretty impressive. I'm noticing a few compositions that you guys have put out on the Speechless disc have been getting some recognition.
Absolutely. We're real happy about the fact that we've been nominated for Best Instrumental Composition at the Hollywood Music Media Awards next month for our song Step On It from the Speechless album.
And I'd be remiss if we didn't mention some of the people that played on that. Jerry Sandusky on the saxophone, Bill Smith on the bass.
Jamie Peck was another sax player, and yeah, absolutely, we had some great players on that album.
Yeah.
Now, was it a random thing that Step On It started getting the recognition, being that the album's been out there for 4 years, or was it just something you guys worked toward and it finally started paying off?
Well, it's a constant work in progress. We're always looking at ways of promoting it, always looking at ways of marketing, and eventually enough of the stuff builds up where it does take on a life of its own a little bit, and that's what I think is happening now.
The selection process I find fascinating because as you play cover tunes in a band, you realize certain people like certain songs, but when you're doing your original material, you have your favorites, but that might not necessarily translate into airplay or playlists. So it's kind of fun to watch that.
It is.
Yeah, but of course, Step On It getting recognized, the Hollywood Music Awards. When do these awards get presented, and how can listeners see them?
The big day is November 17th at the Kodak Theater at Hollywood and Highlands in Hollywood, and we'll be walking the red carpet that evening. It's going to be on DirecTV, and I don't have the exact information yet as to what channel it is. I also understand there's going to be a live webcast, which I certainly plan on getting onto our website before the big day. That is ZupeNichols.com.
All right, so our listeners can keep checking back on the website, of course, for updates as that date draws closer. Anything else you'd like to say about Step On It before we play it?
Well, it's a pretty good tune, actually. I always liked it, and the fact that it almost came about spontaneously, starting with an actual sequenced bass loop that I found in my newest synthesizer at the time, and we actually built a song around that, and that's where it came about.
And it serves a great purpose as an opener for the CD because it was always a problem to find a good, strong opener, and that seemed to fit the bill.
Let's check it out. Step On It from the Speechless CD, Zupe Nichols music on Rocky 104.9 and Rocky 99's Homegrown Rocker.
your nominee, step on it. Thank you.
The Keystone State rocks on the Homegrown Rocker on Rocky 99 and Rocky 104.9.